Now, the war between the TMC and the BJP in West Bengal has played out in the streets of the state in an extremely dramatic manner today, with police trying to detain protests, leading to the irate protesters pelting stones at the cops from Kolkata, Howrah, Durgapur, Bolpur and other locations. Similar chaotic scenes were reported through West Bengal today. The most dramatic scene were seen at Howrah, where hundreds of BJP workers clashed with the police as they were stopped by the state police after the Mamata Banerjee government denied permission to BJP to carry out these protests. Meanwhile, police have resorted to a lathi-charge, used water cannons and fired tear gas shells to control the protesters, while top BJP leaders including LOP Shubhendu Adhikari were detained by the police. The BJP attacked the TMC government of trying to muzzle the voice of the opposition, while the TMC hit back at the BJP over the protests or the violence in West Bengal, which they called unacceptable. The question is, why was permission denied to these protesters? Is this double standards on part of the Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister, who of course has also carried out multiple protests in the state in the past? Shatarupa, BJP spokesperson, is joining us live. We also have Swayam Purohit, TMC spokesperson, joining us live. Tanvi Das, political analyst, is live with us. Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, also joins the broadcast. Let me begin with you first, Swayam Purohit. The big question, of course, being what was the reason why the permission was denied to the BJP for their march? All right, I don't think Swayam Purohit can hear me just yet, or maybe we don't have him. But let me get in Shatarupa of the BJP at this point. Shatarupa, dramatic visuals, of course, playing out on the streets of West Bengal. What was the reason cited to your party while denying you permission, and why did you decide to go ahead anyway?
Firstly, Udayji, one has to understand that we are the leading opposition in West Bengal. And yes, I'm so sorry. We are not really waiting for the police to grant us permission to get down on the streets. But unfortunately, one can understand the Nabanna being the seat of power in West Bengal. You have a section 144, and the police is definitely well within their rights to cordon off a section of maybe a circumference, well within or well outside a particular circle of Nabanna. But police since yesterday have been dragging people out of trains. They have not allowed people in North Bengal to even enter stations. They have been harassing and entering people's houses in North Bengal, even all over Bengal. People in Rar Bengal, Purulia, Bishnupur, Bankura, everywhere, all over. They've been dragging people out and ensuring that they don't come to Calcutta. Now, this is unheard of. And what they have done today, that because they are claiming that they haven't given permission. Now, Udayji, you have to understand that nobody gives permission for an agitation. You just go out, the opposition goes out to the streets and agitates. And yes, it is well within the rights of police to stop them. But the stopping has to be, like I said at the very beginning, in and around Nabanna. We all very well understand that the seat of power is to be protected. But the way today the police have handled themselves, attacking our leaders brutally, we are all politically agitating. We are well within our rights to agitate in a democratically peaceful fashion, which we were doing. Police did not allow that. You may have seen visuals from early morning that they put up 8 feet rails, which is also fine. But for that, they have dug up the national highway. Bits and pieces of the national highway have been dug up, and iron rods have been put in to support these 8 feet rails to stop our people. That's also, I'm saying, to a wild stretch of imagination. I still understand that. But under what stretch of imagination have they broken and attacked our leaders? We are doing a democratically allowed, we are well within our rights to agitate democratically, to agitate peacefully for the sake of people of West Bengal who have voted for us. We also have 2 crore, almost 30 lakhs voters. It is well within our rights to agitate for a party which is sprouting money from underneath the beds, from in people's rooms. All the leaders are completely tainted There's complete breakdown of law and order. There is absolutely no respect for women here. There's completely nothing happening in West Bengal. All the money, first of all, West Bengal was anyway, I mean, we were thinking that West Bengal is short of money. But obviously the money is sprouting from Trinamool leaders' houses and underneath the beds. So our agitation was a very legitimate agitation for the people of West Bengal. Police have no right to stop us in this kind of a brutal manner.
Okay. Also, though, Shatarupa, and I will of course raise questions of why this permission was denied to you. But there are questions being raised also of your workers because they were pelting stones. Reportedly your workers have also been injured because of excesses of the police, but even the police personnel reportedly have been injured.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Good that you raised it. Under no circumstances, I've just heard this, that police have been, the messages have been sent to us also in our group, that yes, under no circumstances do we justify any attack on police people. But our people have been harassed so much over the last 1.5 years. It is, I think, a very natural reaction. By no means am I justifying that. But yes, there are people in this moment of agitation. I think our people have also got carried away. We will be definitely looking into this, and those people will be given strictest of actions. We'll be dealing with it.
Okay, let me also, in fact, quickly join Joyita Basu onto the discussion as well. Joyita Basu, because clearly, of course, these scenes are very, very dramatic and are telling the entire story. They've been, there have been lathi charges, there have been tear gas shelling, there's been stone pelting, there has been water cannons, and workers, of course, trying to reach Nabana through boats as well. How are you viewing this, and who do you blame for this situation?
Before going into the blame part, you see, obviously it is the opposition's right to protest, but at the same time, you cannot spread chaos. And to an extent, it seems, once I think police intervened, there was some sort of a chaotic scenes that took place. But at the same time, if you look at West Bengal's track record, especially under Mamata Banerjee, she has done it to even to the CPM. And this is rather ironic. Because you see, Mamata Banerjee's politics, if you look at Mamata Banerjee's own politics, this is exactly, she has risen to where she is. It was street politics, it was basically violence, it was fights with the police, fisticuffs with the police. This is trademark Mamata Banerjee. So it is very surprising that she would be resorting to such things. I mean, just allow them to protest. What is the big thing about it? And I mean, unless and until there is opposition in a country, I mean, what is she doing? I mean, why does she come to Delhi for that matter? Why is she traveling all over the country saying? It is because she says that, the country needs an opposition, and rightly so. So why shouldn't the Bengal need an opposition? I mean, she has no right to stop it. She has no right to stop it, and it is rather, and you see the mistake that she is making is that while she is trying to basically obliterate the opposition force, she is not allowing these protests to happen. But once such violence breaks out, what happens? Much more focus goes into these protests than she would have actually liked to. Say, for example, if she had just allowed a normal protest to continue, I mean, national TV, we would not be talking about it. You see, it wouldn't be national news. But the minute she, tries to block it, it's national news. So you realize that, something is not okay in the state of West Bengal. So if you ask me, it is extremely not very, foolish on the government's part, West Bengal government's part, to try and stop this.
Yes, let me also, in fact, quickly then draw in. Okay, Shatrupa has a quick response, and then I'll get in the others as well. Shatrupa, go ahead.
I need to be, thank you. The previous speaker was very kind to us. In fact, I'm almost tempted to say a thank you to Trinamool that having tried to crush our voice, our actions. They have actually have spun us into national prominence, which is very good, because what should have been isolated to Kolkata, the capital of West Bengal only, has now spread into a full-fledged statewide protest, because everywhere they have tried to stop our people from coming to Kolkata, and by doing that, they have really made it into a statewide protest, because wherever these people have been stopped, they just sat down there and started their agitation right there. So I think we have managed to convey our protest and the fact that we are definitely there as a major opposition to the people who voted for us. 2.30 crore have voted for us.
Okay, let me get in Swayam Purohit. Do we have Swayam Purohit now with us?
Yes.
Swayam Purohit, yes. Come in here, sir, on your response, of course, to the points you've been hearing from the BJP and Joyita. And also, Swayam Purohit, what was the main reason why the police denied permission in the first place for this march, for this protest, which has led to these chaotic scenes?
एक्चुअली ये जो नवन्नो की जो जगह है, नवन्नो बहुत ही सिक्योर जगह, बहुत संगरी जगह में है। वहां पे भीड़ करना, क्योस करना, बहुत छोटी जगह है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की भी वहां पे बहुत पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की भी है। वहां पे ऑलरेडी इन्होंने कल 144 लगा दिया था। देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जो गुंडे हैं, ये गुंडे पत्थर, बम, बोतल बम, ये सबका इस्तेमाल पुलिस के ऊपर में किया है। बस जलाई है इन्होंने। एक्चुअली इनके पास में कार्यकर्ता है नहीं, इन्होंने बाहर से कुछ लोग बुलाए हैं और सब इकट्ठा कर करके इनको आज एक अपने आप को लाइमलाइट में लाने के लिए। किस लिए हो रहा है ये, क्यों हो रहा है? बंगाल की सरकार के ऊपर आज एक तरफ तो केंद्र सरकार बंगाल की सरकार को प्रोत्साहित कर रही है, उनको अलग अलग उनके जो हमारी जो भी जनहितकारी जो भी हमारी योजना है उनके ऊपर केंद्र सरकार हम लोगों को प्रोत्साहित कर रही है। दूसरी तरफ भारतीय जनता पार्टी के यहाँ के जो कुछल्ले कार्यकर्ता है वो इस तरह के यहाँ पे कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं और कुछ भी नहीं है। 11 करोड़ 12 करोड़ रुपए केंद्र सरकार से इन्होंने लिया है और ये चोर धरो जेल भरो का जो इन्होंने नारा दिया है, तो इनका तो जो कैप्टन है शुभेंदु अधिकारी, सीबीआई से पैसे लेते हुए पकड़ा गया था, उनको जेल में सीबीआई कब डालेगी? ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं को अपने आप को पूछना चाहिए कि नहीं पूछना चाहिए, किस लिए हो रहा है ये? क्यों बंगाल को अशांत करने की कोशिश कर रही है भारतीय जनता पार्टी? ये शांत बंगाल को अशांत करने की ये साजिश है इन लोगों की, इसे किसी भी तरह से मान्य नहीं है। यहाँ की जनता बहुत शांत है और इस तरह की कार्रवाई यहाँ पे नहीं हो।
Shatrupa.
Yes, thank you. Trinamool has been constantly saying for the last 1.5 years, wherever I've been on the channel with them, that BJP has no existence in West Bengal. BJP karyakartas are very few in number. BJP has absolutely no political agenda whatsoever, except to harass Trinamool. Now, if we are really of so non-consequential a party as far as Trinamool is concerned, then why are they so up in arms against us? What is it in BJP that have scared them to this extent that police has to be deployed for almost 48 hours before our normal agitation? And as far as Nabanno is concerned, I said it at the very outset, Mr. Purohit was not there then in the channel. We understand that Nabanno is section 144 is highly protected area because the capital, because it's a seat of power. The chief minister sits there. But under what logic have they been stopping our people from climbing into the trains with a valid tickets in North Bengal? As far as North Bengal, Mr. Purohit, I listen to you. Please give me that amount of patience to listen to what I'm saying. I listen to you in full silence. Now, my question to Trinamool is, what is it? Why are they so scared that number one, the chief minister on this kind of a day of agitation runs away to I think she's gone to Medipur somewhere, and if the chief minister is not there, why have they deployed extra police to stop our agitation today in Kolkata? And not only in Kolkata, they have been stopping our workers from coming for every other part of the state. Why would you want to do that if you're really not scared of our party? If we really are so non-consequential as far as you are concerned.
लेट यू, आपने बोला है, मेरे को जवाब देने दीजिए। देखिए, इन्होंने जो भी कहा है ना कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को मेंटेन करना किसका काम है? ये राज्य सरकार का काम है। राज्य सरकार ने पुलिस आप लोगों ने जिस तरह से आज रास्ते में गुंडागर्दी की है, उसके लिए पुलिस को तैनात करना जरूरी है। जिस तरह से आप लोगों ने पत्थरबाजी की है, पुलिस हट गई है।
We are
No,
saying,
you are
why
complaining.
were
Law
you
and
there
order is to
after
be
our
maintained in the
people
city
for
of
48 hours
Kolkata.
before?
2 crore
That is
people
what
are
we are
living here.
asking.
Few
Today's
hundreds of people who
agitation,
came from
yes,
Sangram.
police is supposed to be
Agitation
in
is for
action.
what?
But
For
why
what?
were the
For
police
Suvendu
action at
Adhikari.
48 hours
Suvendu Adhikari
before?
who is taking bribe in front of TV camera.
It's really
For
no
whom?
point shouting because you don't have an agenda.
No, I am, no.
You're
My
unnecessarily
volume,
shouting.
you
don't have any facts. You don't
why
have
are you getting
content.
scared on
Once
the TV
again, you're
channels?
proving to
Why
the
you
people
are
of
getting
West Bengal
scared in the TV
that you
channels
are
only?
actually, despite being voted for the third
देखिए
time,
एक्चुअली
you are
प्रॉब्लम ये है
betraying the
देश के
people.
अंदर में जो माहौल
This is your
आप लोग
people
चाहते हैं
who are
कि
being
जो भी
found with
विपक्ष है
lakhs and crores of money. Every single person
आपके
is
लोग
a
हैं सुवेंदु
chore.
अधिकारी.
And if we
Why
call you
don't
a
you ask
thief,
the same
that you're
question to
getting very
Suvendu Adhikari?
sensitive about.
If anybody, सुनो, zero tolerance in corruption for Mamata Banerjee. You have said Partho Chatterjee is wrong. He is beside the bar. अगर वो गलत है तो वो जेल के
And what
अंदर
about
रहेंगे. उनकी
Anupata?
पार्टी में कोई सजा
So
है.
people are
अनुमता
wanting to
मंडल
make
के
him a hero. What
Have you
about
charged it?
Anupata?
He
What
is hero.
about
He is
Anupata
Anupata
Mandal?
Mandal is hero for the people of Birmu.
That's your
Go
saying.
and
Your
ask
chief minister
there.
is not saying.
Anupata Mandal is the
Mr.
hero for
Purohit,
the
you
people.
need to do
You
your
can't.
homework from your party.
You are investigating. Don't go.
No,
देखिए आप जज मत बनिए.
We are
आप
not
इन्वेस्टिगेशन
judging at
कर
all.
रहे हैं. Don't be a
It is your
judge.
chief
You are judging
minister,
yourself.
your
Have
leader,
you pointed
who
out
has
anything
been
about
saying
against him?
constantly
Have you pointed
that
out
he
anything
is
against
the
him?
hero.
Huh?
He needs to be given a hero's
He is the hero
welcome.
for Birmu. Go
Anupata
and ask
Mandal
children
needs to be
there.
given a
Go and
hero's
ask all
welcome.
people there.
You want to shout
Yes,
for
he is
national
hero.
media, you're most welcome to.
Anupata
But you actually
Mandal,
don't have
सुनिए.
any content, and I feel for you. I
What about
sympathize with
Suvendu
you
Adhikari?
that you don't
Tell
have
me, what about
absolutely
Suvendu
any
Adhikari?
content to defend
Tell me
your
something
party
about
with.
শুভেন্দু অধিকারী. Your চোর যে টিভিতে ধরা পড়েছিল টাকা নিতে, আপনি
You
ওনার
want to
ব্যাপারে
talk
কিছু
in
বলবেন?
Bangla? You want to
Yes,
talk
you
in
talk in
Bangla?
Bangla. Yes,
National TV.
comfortable. No issue. What is the problem in
You want
it?
to talk in Bangla?
What is it?
Are
You
you
feel
running
shy?
out of English?
You feel shame? You feel shame to talk in Bangla?
No, I don't.
You
So
feel
why should
shame?
I?
You
So
feel,
this
no,
is a
I
national
can talk
TV.
in any language.
This is a
I
national.
can talk
you
in
can
Hindi.
talk in any language. I
Yes,
think we're
yes, yes.
deviating. Udaji, would you intervene?
No.
He's deviating.
No, you can ask them.
Tanvi Das
You
also
can
coming in.
ask
Let's allow her word. Tanvi Das has not spoken. Tanvi Das, dramatic visuals playing out on the streets of West Bengal today. Your interpretation of it, who do you blame for it, and what is the message being sent out through it all to the public of the state?
In Howrah. Okay, this is my hometown. So we have some neck problems, so I don't need any interruption. हावड़ा में हम लोग मतलब बीजेपी को हुलिगैन क्यों बोलते हैं, क्यों इसको रोका गया एजुकेशन के लिए, ये पहले समझिए. मंगला घाट और मंगलवार है, ट्यूसडे है, एशिया का सबसे बड़ा हाट बैठता है, मार्केट बैठता है. 2 करोड़ ओस्ता गार्ड जो दर्जी है उसका सामान की खरीद फरोख्त होता है यहाँ पे, उसका इफेक्ट पड़ा. अब सामने पूजा है, ये जो सेंटिमेंट है ना, ये बीजेपी नहीं समझता, इसलिए हम बीजेपी को आउटसाइडर्स बोलते हैं, हुलिगैन बोलते हैं. आज मेरा बेटा, आप सुन लीजिए, आज नेशनल टेलीविजन जब बात हो रहा है ना, सुन लीजिए, मेरा बेटा अभी सातरागाछी में है, मुझे पता नहीं है वो आपको घर आ पाएगा कि नहीं, क्योंकि वो ट्रेनिंग के लिए गया है और इस तरह का हुलिगैनिज्म हो रहा है, इस तरह का बर्बरिज्म हो रहा है. पता नहीं है कि मेरा बेटा आज रात को घर
ज्योता बासु आपको जवाब दे रही है. ज्योता बासु.
That is the situation. BJP is quitting. They are
Jyota Basu.
I think here we are supposed to be, analysts. When somebody is described as an analyst, that person is supposed to be an analyst and not take any sides. Okay, but the fact of the matter is that when you are looking at the situation, the thing is hello, can you stop please? I am trying to speak here.
What?
All right. Yeah, so the fact of the matter is that, you see, when an opposition, this situation would not have come to this pass if a normal agitation, they would have allowed it. Okay, if somebody is going to allow an agitation without getting, excuse me, I am not used to being interrupted. So don't interrupt me, please. I am not, this is not a flower market in Kolkata or fish market in Kolkata. So please, this is a national studio. Let me finish whatever I have to say. This is not a fish market. This is not Goriahat market. This is not Goriahat market, Mached Bazaar. So may I speak, please? I don't know from where do these people come.
Okay, well, we will of course continue our focus on this big story of the day. Dramatic visuals, of course, coming in from West Bengal. The BJP sending out a message. The TMC says they will not have any of it because it's their duty to uphold law and order.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.